Hello and welcome to Gaming Gain. My name is Muzz and today I am giving my impressions on Ghost of Tsushima, the PlayStation exclusive made by Sucker Punch. And I came into this game with some cautious optimism. I liked what I saw, but a few things were kind of giving me a little bit of a worry, shall we say. But after playing it for 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, I don't know at this point, I can safely say that I'm in love with it. It is a beautiful game. It is one of the best looking games I have played, maybe the best on the PlayStation 4. Now, I played The Last of Us last month, and in terms of detail, in terms of what they put in interiors, you know, no two rooms look the same in The Last of Us. The detail in that game is incredible, but the graphics, the art style, you know, they're going for that more realistic post-apocalyptic look, whereas Ghost of Tsushima is lush. It looks amazing. The fields that you ride through with the trees in the background, the vistas, the horizon, it just is one of the best looking games I've ever played. It is incredible, and credit to Sucker Punch for doing that. Then you move on to the gameplay. The gameplay is very, very good, especially when it comes to one element. I'll talk about that. You essentially are a samurai, but you are up against it. So you adopt the ghost kind of persona where you are a stealth. You're in the shadows, assassinating people, and which is considered dishonorable in samurai culture. And it's addressed in the story, which I really, really like. I like that aspect of it, that it's addressed within the story. It's not just another mechanic. It's actually kind of talked about, where the samurai way is the honourable way and the ghost way is seen as the dishonourable way, even though it might be the most efficient way of pushing back the Mongol hordes that have invaded the island of Tsushima. Let's just get this out of the way. I'm not going to play Ghost. The Ghost is serviceable, you know, the assassinations are decent, the stealth is okay, but I can do that in a 10, 20 games that have came out in the past 5 years, where you play the person who hides behind cover, waits for the enemies to move, takes out one of the enemies, waits for them to be alone, learns the enemy's paths. We've done it. I'm being the samurai. I'm calling people out for a fight. One of the best mechanics in this game is the standoff mechanic, where you rock up to a group of enemies and you call out their best fighter and you say, "Duel me." And then it's just a simple waiting game, cat and mouse, who's going to go first, and you wait for the enemy and then you strike them down, and then if you have an upgrade you can strike down another one. It is cool, it is cinematic, it makes you feel like a badass, and that's what this game does. It makes you feel like a badass samurai who is very skilled with the sword. The sword combat is excellent. It's a rush getting into battles. I always feel excited for battles, despite probably doing not 100 of times at this point, but over 100 at this point. And I have not get bored of them yet, because each one is new, even if it's the same enemies. The game is very much on you to be good. It is giving you the tools to be good, and if you die, it's on you. The game is very challenging, very what's the term I'm looking for? Oh, I can't remember it. I'm really having a nightmare right now. Unforgiving, boom, got it. Unforgiving when it comes to the combat. If you're not on your game, you really need to concentrate for it. But once it all comes together, it can be a seamless sword fight where you're parrying, where you're dodging out the way, and then you're executing the guy the next minute. And it is a deep combat system as well. There seems to be a lot of different moves. There's different stances, which is very, very good for dealing with certain enemies. For instance, I believe it's the wind stance that helps you deal with shield. But then if you have a swordman, a spearman, and then a shield, you've got to, you know, change between the different stances when you're dealing with them. But then they'll gang up on you, and swordman will attack, spearman will attack. So you really need to be 100% focused to survive these encounters. And yeah, it is just, the story is doing well so far. I am intrigued with the overall story so far. Obviously, it's like your home has been invaded. Pretty, standard story, but the characters seem decent. I'm intrigued to see going forward how they're actually going to combat this Mongol horde that has invaded their home. The side mechanics, the side quests are really impressing me. They're not just fetch quests where you go and grab something. They're actually like got some depth, got some story to them. One of them was like there was a mystery about samurais and Mongols going into the forest and not coming back, and then this old man saying it was spirits when it actually wasn't. But yeah, this game it's really doing a lot that has impressed me. It is doing a lot that I was seen from the previews and I knew would be good. And the stuff that was worrying me, one of the ones was the voice acting. Kind of heard a bit of poor voice acting in the initial couple of previews, but seems like they've nailed down very good voice actors. And yeah, that is really it. Ghost of Tsushima, I hope I'm saying that right. I hope I'm not butchering it. But it looks incredible. It plays incredible. The side quests, the main quests are more so. The side quests are holding me. Every time I hear a new rumor, I go there. I want to go there straight away and find out what is actually happening. I didn't even talk about the showdowns. The kind of duels, the 1v1 samurai duels, which are these epic battles of two ancient warriors going against each other, putting their skills to the test, and it's a boss battle, but it is done very well. It's done in a very cinematic way, where it seems like wherever you fight, you're either on top of a mountain, or like there's a nice backdrop, or there's something going on like a lightning storm, and it just makes it more epic, more meaningful. And some of them are just from the side quests. It's a good game, Ghost of Tsushima. It is a good game so far, and I look forward to playing the rest of it. So if you're enjoying Ghost of Tsushima, let me know. What do you think? Is it the best looking game ever? I may have got a bit overexcited there, but some say it is. I've heard. The combat, talk about that. Let me know. Subscribe. Ring the bell, share the channel, do all that good stuff. It means a lot. I'm enjoying doing this as a hobby, but I want to see the numbers. I want to see some numbers. I want to try to get to 100 by the end of the year. I've been close for a while now, but I need that last little push to get there. And then any thoughts, comments, general hostile remarks, leave them below. Thank you very much. Bye bye.